that time, y'all. Time for Big Boys Boxing.
If you think I'm a pussy, I'm a punk, you tell me right now. Because listen, I am the baddest man. What the fuck you mean?
So that'll give you a bit of energy.
Yeah.
It's good night. It is all over in the 11th round.
What up, team? Welcome to Big Boys Boxing for the live commentary stream of Carlos Takam versus Forrest. So the last fight before the main has just finished, and we'll be getting into it when the fighters come out. Now, my prediction for this fight is Carlos Takam on points. However, I think there's a good possibility Takam could stop Forrest in the earlier rounds. But I do think if the fight goes long, Forrest is going to get some rounds, because I think Takam, being 39 years old, he's at the dusk of his career. He's pretty smart, though, and doesn't waste a lot of punches. He always comes to fight. So I'm looking forward to this dust-up, man. Really am. So it is what it is, and we'll get into it shortly. There will be a little bit of background noise. I got my kids at home. It's school holidays here. It is what it is, man. So get a little bit of background music going for now. I'll get into the chat in just a moment. Alright. Alright, I was just talking to my boy. One more question he wanted before we started. Make sure the stream's going. Audio check here. Can't hear nothing. Y'all hear it fine in the chat?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet, thanks Marla. Sup Scott, good to have you in, brother. Adam Fahey in the house. Marla 2243. We got Ryden Smith, I saw in earlier as well. Genius, good to have you in. Excuse me, I'll be muting myself every now and then. I'm still quite crook, so I'm coughing like a smoker. But on the mend. Whole family's been down. So we still got some ads on the broadcast right now. I did see earlier on, about an hour and a half ago, Forrest was eating a full meal. He left that pretty late. Andre Ward was talking about you should be having your last meal before a fight, 3 to 5 hours before a fight, so you're on an empty stomach. So if you start taking body shots with heaps of food in there, it might not feel so good, so it'll be interesting. But they also said maybe that's his routine, 2 hours before a fight, maybe that's when he eats. And he also pointed out that maybe it's a bit different for heavyweights than it is to light heavyweights and super middleweights. So whether it's going to play a factor or not in the fight, I'm not so sure. But we're going to find out one way or another, aren't we? We shall find out. So both these guys, similar height and stature. Takam has a reach advantage by a couple of inches, height advantage by half an inch. But Jerry Forrest can move a bit, and Takam sometimes has some issues with guys who can move. So this could be a little bit interesting. What time is the main event? It's coming up. They've just got some commercials on at the moment. It shouldn't be in more than about 10 minutes away, hopefully. I think it's getting close to 10 PM in the States. So we'll see, man. Won't be far away. The co-main is finished. This guy, I can't remember his first name, but Castro, 25-0. He's now 26-0. He stopped Warriors. I don't know what round it was, but he didn't come off his stool. Took a whole lot of body shots in the previous round before he slowed right down and started taking a real beating, and his coach wouldn't let him come out of the corner after that. Fair stoppage too. The guy was trying to throw punches back, just a left hook to the body, overhand right. But you could see they were slow. You could see he was done, and most of the shots were missing. So it's all good. Good stoppage, in my opinion. Haven't really been watching the fights too closely. As I've said, I've got kids at home, so I've got shit to do when the fight ain't on. But the one we're waiting for is not far away. One last question for y'all. Coming through, my voice is okay, music isn't too loud. Let me know. G'day, mate. See, Aussies and Kiwis can get on. That'll be great timing. My youngest boy's gonna want something to eat. The fight's not quite on yet, so I'll just go and grab him something to keep him quiet for a minute before the fight starts. Give me a sec, team. I'm back! G'day, Goba. So you guys can hear me alright? Just need some confirmation. Make sure, y'all. Sounds like it. When I check. Awesome, thanks Adam. Alright, let's say the main event is next. Playing a little intro for it. Jerry Forrest, Carlos Takam. Black and white pictures. Didn't see the weigh-in myself actually. We'll just have a quick look, see what they weighed before they come out. I'm sure they'll tell us anyway, but here we go. Carlos Takam. $245 for Takam, $225.5 for Forrest. Forrest is 26-3. He's got a loss to Gerald Washington, then a loss to Michael Hunter. He's only been stopped once by Gerald Washington. Just remember, he's only 6'1.5", and Gerald Washington's 6'6", so bit of a tough fight for him. He went the distance with Michael Hunter, and he went the distance for his other loss, which I thought was a tough decision, against Jermaine Franklin. I thought Forrest pipped that one. It was a split decision. Carlos Takam is 38-5. His most recent loss was to Anthony Joshua. I thought the ref stopped that one earlier than it needed to be. Takam was still fighting back. Oh no, his most recent loss, was Derek Chisora, brutal KO. That's right. Takam was winning the fight, but got a bit sloppy and got caught with a big shot, put him out cold. Joshua was a stoppage win in the 12th, and that one I thought was an early stoppage. He had a 12-round decision loss to Joseph Parker in New Zealand for the IBF mandatory position. His last loss before that was to Alexander Povetkin. He got brutally knocked out in the 10th out of 12 rounds, and that was a hell of a fight, man. It was a hell of a fight. He'd stunned Povetkin a couple of times, and he had a draw against Mike Perez, majority decision. I thought Takam won that fight. That was quite a long time ago, so I believe that's... Oh, he's got another loss down here. A unanimous decision loss to Gregory Toney. That was a long time ago too. Gregory Toney's quite a bit bigger. If they fought now, Gregory Toney would get stopped easy, I think. I mean, is it Lucas Brown stopped Gregory Toney? So yeah, but that was a long time ago. But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty competitive fight. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, it's going to be an early stoppage to Takam while he's still carrying plenty of power. And the fighters are about to start their ring walk. Jerry Forrest is starting to make his ring walk. Oh, Jerry Forrest has had a hard time. I just talked about that split decision loss to Jermaine Franklin was the first one. Then he was supposed to be facing Filip Hrgovic, but Corona cancelled that fight. Then he was supposed to be facing Big Fat Pharmacy Miller, and he popped dirty. But luckily, Takam had a fight scheduled for the same day. He was supposed to be fighting Oscar Rivas, so they both trained for the right date. Rivas had an elbow injury that needed tending to, needed surgery, so they both got a fight, and I think it's probably a better fight for Forrest than the Hrgovic fight. Hrgovic being young, hungry, 6'6", I think would have been a very bad loss for Jerry Forrest, whereas this one, at least he's fighting a guy a similar size and a guy who has a little bit of issues with guys who move. So Takam's making his way out. looking calm as usual. I mean, he's got 43 fights under his belt, so he knows what he's in for. So yeah, he's making his way out and looking good. Quick last look at the chat before switch over to the stream permanently for the fight. Mano, this will be the first heavyweight fight I have watched in a while. Yeah, same, bro. The first one that I've been looking forward to as well. Ring announcer is making his announcements. Alright, just had to ground my son for I told him he had his noisy time. Now it's time to be quiet. He's on the Xbox. Alright, so I'm switching over to the broadcast. Making the announcement still. £225.6 for Jerry Forrest. Jerry Slugger Forrest. You wanna quickly just check on your brother if you can? Of course, saying he's from Henderson, Nevada. He's actually from Cameroon by way of France, but he trains in Nevada. Here we go, they're facing off. Instructions from the referee. This is it Richard Steele? The referee. Alright, here we go. Ding ding. Round one underway. Both come to the center of the ring. Forrest jabs straight to the body. Remember, he's a southpaw. Carlos up on his toes. Both exchanging, feeling out jabs, judging distance. Jerry wants to keep the distance. He wants to keep Takam outside. That's his style because he moves a bit. They're still feeling each other out. Opposing jabs. I haven't seen Takam fight a southpaw before, so this could be interesting. Still feeling. Then Takam throws a jab, then a right hand, then a jab. Neither of them really land. Jerry's evading. They're grazing shots so far. Now Jerry's coming forward with a jab. Jab, jab from Forrest. Right hand to the body from Takam. Forrest backs away. Back to the jabs from Jerry. Takam's moving his head. Jabs to the body. Jabs to the body from Forrest again. And Takam tries a jab right hand, but Forrest backs away. He's moving his head well as Forrest. Takam's up on his toes, looking like he's got some energy. Tries the jab right hand again. Another jab from Takam. Not really landing. They're feeling out still. Jerry's not looking quick on his feet, but when he wants to move, he moves fairly quick. Pouring out jabs, feeling the distance. Takam tries a 1-2-3 combination. The last punch landed to the body. Feeling out, Takam's just pouring that left hand out there. They have a bit of a tuss, bit of a exchange, and they tie up. The ref breaks them up. Jab from Takam. Jerry's moving his head. They get tangled up, tied up again. Ref breaks them up. Takam's bounce is kind of slowed down a bit now. He's looking more sturdy on his feet. Jab from Takam. Quick jab too. Landed. Jerry tries to throw a left hook to the body and they get tied up. Takam's leaning on Forrest up against the ropes using his extra weight. Just remember, he's got 25-pound advantage here. Takam throws a slow left-right combination. They get tied up. Jerry's not having him in close. He's not letting him work in close. Good idea, because Takam will beat him inside. Posturing, both guys. Takam ducks and then tries to throw a right hook to the body, but they get tied up. Jerry's not having him inside. Left, right from Takam. They're tied up again. The right from Takam's to the body at the moment. Not many trying to go to the head. Smart. Jab from Takam to the body. Just pouring it out there. Both posturing in around one. I give that one to Takam. Just a bit more activity. I think Forrest is hoping that Takam's going to slow down a bit, and he's just trying to keep his distance at this point. Just trying to find me a piece of paper to run a score on. There we go. There's a pen. Should have had this organised earlier, huh? So I think that's a Takam round. Pretty standard for a first round, really. A lot of feeling out. Takam trying to work the body a bit. Jerry initially started trying to work the body, but then I think he thought better of it and let Takam try and get off a bit and lose a bit of speed. Ding ding, round 2 starts. Back to posturing. Jerry tries a jab right hook because he's a southpaw. And he threw a left hand to the body. Then he threw an overhand left. Landed on Takam. Takam backs up but comes forward again. Then a jab from Jerry and a jab from Takam. Right uppercut to the body. Then a left uppercut and left over the top from Forrest. And then they start a bit of an exchange and get tied up center ring. Posturing. Not much going on. Right, left from Forrest. Then a jab from Forrest. Takam's backing up. Tries a left hook on Forrest, but he gets out of the way. Oh, good shot from Takam. Left, right to the head. Left hook to the body, right hook to the head from Takam. And then they get tied up. Ref breaks them up. Back to the center ring. Posturing, touching jab hands. Takam comes in, tries to throw some combos to the body, but they get tied up. Jerry's not having him inside, not letting him work. Takam lunges with a big right hand, but Jerry gets out of the way. Posturing, center ring. Both Jerry moving his head. Takam looking for an opportunity. Jab from Takam. Left hook from Takam. Right straight down the pipe from Takam. Jerry counters and then they tie up. Posturing, jab from Takam. Throwaway punches from Jerry at the moment. Throwaway jab, throwaway left hand. Another jab from Jerry, jab from Takam. Takam's trying to come in low, throws a right to the body. Jerry's putting a lazy jab out there and Takam keeps coming under it to the body with a right hand. Pouring that jab out there from Jerry. I'm not liking how he's just waving it out there, leaving himself unprotected. Takam caught him with a right hand as Jerry was coming in. He throws a left to the body and a right over the top. Lands slightly. Couple of jabs from Takam. He's moving around to his left hand side. And he throws a right to the body of Jerry. Jerry's not doing much here. Doesn't look like he's got many ideas on how to hit this guy. Takam's got the longer reach, remember. Ref broke them up. Jerry's walking him down. Throws a left right and lands one on Takam. End of the round. Round 2. I think it's still a Takam round. 2 rounds to zip Takam for me. Remember, this is only a 10-round fight, it's not a 12er. I think Jerry's going to have to find some balls and start throwing something with a bit of meaning. Unless he's planning to win the last 6 rounds. At this point, he's not looking like he's going to win a round at this stage. And I don't think he's pushing Takam hard enough to get him tired out. Seconds out. Ding ding, round 3 underway. Into the center ring. Jerry looking slow on his feet. Takam looks like he's got a lot more energy. Left hook from Takam. Jerry's sticking a couple of jabs there that are hidden. Nothing. Not even a block. Takam gets on side, tries to throw a couple of left rights, and they get tied up. Ref breaks him up center ring. Jab from Takam. Jerry backs out, keeping it center ring so he's got somewhere to move. Takam throws a left, right, and then a left hook over the top. The hook missed, but the right to the body landed. A jab from Forrest, landed. Jab from Forrest again, landed. Only light jabs though, they're not stiff. Takam's trying to whack Forrest's jab hand down, and then come over the top with a right hand. Couple of jabs going on, nothing substantial. Little jab from Takam, nothing in it. And again, another little jab from Takam. As soon as Takam gets in close, Jerry ties him up. Looks like a bit uncoordinated when he gets inside. A bit of a flurry from both guys, nothing really landed, and they get tied up in center ring. Ref breaks him up. Takam's trying to throw a left uppercut inside, while the ref's breaking him up. Jerry's falling all over the place already. The touch gloves, bit of a mishap and close. Jab from Takam. Jerry's pouring a jab out there, but it's like not even trying to put a jab out there. He's trying to feel with it, and it's not doing anything. Takam's rubbing his face a lot, like he's got a busted nose all of a sudden. Well, left, right landed from Takam, then they get tied up. They're trying to work inside, but Jerry's holding Takam's left hand on the opposite side of the ref, and then he threw a little short left hand, and it landed on Takam as they broke up. Takam throws a lead right hand, didn't do squat. Jerry ties them up, they're inside. Ref breaks them up. Jerry's still walking forward on Takam, moving his head, but not doing anything. He's got to throw something as he comes in. It's making it easy for Takam. Takam throws a left hook and a right hook to the body. Jerry tries to back out. Couple of jabs, they get tied up in the middle again. Ref breaks him up. Jab from Jerry. Tries to throw a right hook, a left hook, and that's the end of the round. Still another Takam round. That's 3 zip. Jerry's got to step it up here, man, or he ain't gonna even get around. Looks tired already, and he hasn't even been landed on really good. Looks lethargic. I don't know if there's something wrong with him or what. I believe they're putting ads in the main event. I want to hear what's going on in the corners, man. You hear that, ESPN? No ads in the main event. Round 4 underway. Jab from Takam. Jab, double, triple jab from Forrest. Jab right hand from Takam, and they get tied up inside. They're trying to work, but they're both holding the arm away from the ref, as most veterans do. Jab to the body from Forrest. Jab to the body from Forrest, and Takam tries to counter but misses. Posturing in the center ring. They're both pouring those jab hands out there. Takam tries to lunge in with a right to the body, and they get tied up again. Ref breaks them up. Jab from Takam. Landed. It's only soft jabs though. They're only like feeling out. And then Takam jumps in and hangs on with a big hug. Ref breaks him up again. Center ring. Both guys landed a jab at the same time. Takam tries a left hook, but misses. Jerry, a little jab on Takam, lands. Another jab from Forrest as Takam tries to throw a right hook. Then Takam tries to throw left, right to the body, and they get tied up. They're trying to work. They break up themselves. They're just trying to work inside, and they keep getting tied up. No punches landing. It's like big wide swinging shots. Takam tries to lunge in with a right hand. They get tied up again. Ref breaks them up. Jab from Takam. Jab from Takam. Tries to throw a right uppercut to the body, and they get tied up again. Come on, boys. Takam tries to throw a left hook as they break up and misses. Then Takam tries to throw a right over the top, and that Jerry ducks it, and they get tied up again. Jab from Takam. It lands. Feints with the jab from Takam, then a right hand lands. Then they try to exchange inside and get tied up again. Takam's working the body inside. They break up. Forrest comes up with a right jab, then a left hand, and it lands. Takam tries a right to the body, and Jerry jumps out of the way. And then Takam tries to rush Jerry again, and Jerry gets out of the way, and they get tied up. Jerry throws a lead left, then tries a big right hook and grazes Takam. They get tied up. Now they're both tied up in the center, both trying to throw their power hands inside, but the ref breaks them up again. Posturing, center ring. Posturing. 10 seconds to go. They're both trying to throw 1-2s. No one's landing, and then as they break up, Takam lands a good body shot on Jerry, and then a good right hand, and that's the end of the round. Still another Takam round. It's going to bet a shutout at this rate. There's definitely not enough work from Forrest to make Takam tire at all. Even at 39 years old, he ain't going to get tired at this rate. It's slow, it's low volume, and not many punches are landing. And yes, another ad. Trailer for a movie called Most Dangerous Game. Looks alright. Round 5 underway. Couple of jabs from Forrest, but they're pouring jabs and not feeling out. And he actually threw a sharp jab, one there, and it landed. Takam throws a right to the body. They get tied up inside, both trying to throw little short uppercuts inside before they break up. Jerry throws a jab as they break up. Back to pouring each other's jab hands, trying to smack them down. Not much happening. Jerry feints. Takam throws a right, catches the glove of Forrest. Takam throws a left, right to the body, and they get tied up. Ref breaks them up again. Left, right from Takam, kind of half lands. Jerry's still coming forward on Takam, but not really doing anything. They get tied up again. Straight down the pipe from Forrest, lands. Then he tries to throw a right jab and they get tied up. Takam's back to the corner. He's working inside a little bit with little hooks, both short hooks, but they're holding the opposite hand away from the ref, so there's not much going on, and the ref breaks him up. Takam does have a cut under his eye. I think it's from a head clash earlier. Jab, jab from Takam. Goes to throw a right, but Jerry moves around to his right away from Forrest's left, and they get tied up and broken up. Left, right, left from Takam, then they get tied up. Little bit of the right hand landed at Takam. Jerry pours a couple of jabs out there as he moves around to his right. He's trying to keep away from that power hand attack him now. He's ran out of room. He's up against the side of the rope, so Jerry takes a bit of a walk to get back to center ring. They're pouring their jab hands out there. Takam throws a right to the body and lands a good. And a good jab from Takam. Then a return the favour from Forrest. Takam tries to lunge in and Forrest caught him with a right hand. Then tries to throw it again, lunges, gets tangled up with Takam, and they get broken up by the ref again. Jerry's just moving his head side to side. Okay, threw one good jab there. Takam threw a right hand, it lands. Another good jab from Takam. Jerry's hands are low. Jerry ducks out of the way of a jab and misses a right from Takam. Takam tries to lunge in with a big right and they get tied up. Last 10 seconds. Takam throws a right to the body. Now they're tied up. Takam's trying to work inside. Jerry actually threw a punch inside, and that's the end of the round. I think that was a bit closer round, that one, but still a Takam round. Hopefully Jerry's going to start picking it up now, because that's 5 in the bank for Takam. In my book. Step it up, Jerry, or it's going to be a shutout, mate. Can't save everything until the last round, and I hope to knock out a guy who's got a pretty good chin. Yeah, he's been knocked out a couple of times by Povetkin and by Shizora, but those boys can bang. I don't think Jerry Forrest can bang that hard. Seconds out. Ding ding, round 6 underway. To center ring, jab from Forrest, right hand from Takam to the body and lands. Couple of pouring jabs from both guys. Jerry looks like he's trying to step into his jab a bit better. Throw a right down the pipe and Takam gets out of the way. Jerry's walking forward with his jab hand fully extended, not throwing anything, hoping he can push Takam back with it to throw a left down the pipe, but it's not working. They're both tied up center ring again, they're open side to the ref. They're trying to work hands free, but Jerry's holding on. Takam's trying to lean on him using that weight. Ref breaks him up. Right to the body from Takam, good shot. Jerry's trying to throw lead jabs with his left hand, walking forward, uncoerced. He's squaring up. They're pouring the jabs. Takam through a bit of an uppercut to the body with his right hand. Kind of lands and they're both trying to work inside. Here comes Takam trying to work some hooks on the inside. Jerry's trying to return the favour. Takam threw a hook upstairs which landed. Yeah. And back to posturing, center ring. Jerry throws one down the pipe that lands. Left hand. And now they're tied up, center again, trying to work in close. Jerry's hanging on. He's not working inside. Takam tries to throw a right to the head, but went over Jerry's head. And they stuck together, and now the ref breaks him up. Double right hand down the pipe from Takam, they land. Now they're tied up, Jerry's up against the ropes. Takam's trying to work those hooks. He's throwing uppercuts, pushing Jerry back up against the ropes. Trying to step it up now is Carlos. Jerry spins out, gets away from the ropes. Right hand from Takam. It lands. Now they're tied up again. Both trying to work inside. Takam's trying to throw hooks. Jerry seems to be hanging on. Trying to lean back on Takam. Broken up center ring again. Jerry's backing up a bit now. Didn't like that work against the ropes. Takam tries to throw a big wide looping right hook. Jerry steps away. Takam throws a right to the body. Now he's throwing hooks inside to the body. Jerry's backs up against the ropes again. He's trying to move his head. He's not really throwing anything. He's almost holding Takam's head, letting Takam work inside. It's not a good idea. He's working the body as Takam. Left, right, left, right. Left hook up high, and then a right hook down low. Now Jerry's got his guard up. Got the earmuffs on. Takam throws a big right uppercut. It lands. Jerry's still up against the ropes. That's the end of round 6. Definitely a Takam round. He's starting to step it up here. Jerry's in trouble. Gonna do something, Jerry. Hey, we can see what's in the corner this time. They got a replay here. There was one good right hand from Takam down the pipe that landed, and another one. He was throwing it at the chest as Jerry ducked down, so it got him right on the chin. That backed him up. Jerry's corner is telling him he's got to work the angles inside. 5s and 6s inside. Coach is saying he's not doing anything really when he gets inside as Jerry Forrest, so got to step it up. Round 7 underway. Jerry's up on his toes. Looks like he wants to move. Couple of jabs from Takam. It's moving Jerry around onto his... Oh, sorry, I got them mixed up. Couple of jabs from Takam. Takam's up on his toes. Left hook from Takam. It lands. Right hook to the body and then a right hook to the head. They both land from Takam. Jerry's trying to throw back finally. He lands a good left down the pipe. Backs Takam up a bit. They tie up. Hands are free, ref says. Work your way out. No, he breaks him up. Left right from Takam. Kind of lands, but they get tied up again. Looks like maybe Takam's tiring a little bit. He lands another right hand. Right hook from Takam. And they're tied up inside again. And the ref breaks him up. Jerry's walking around with his hands down by his hips. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to throw some punches. Otherwise, you're a big target, Jerry. Couple of jabs. They're tied up inside again. Jerry's trying to throw a couple of uppercuts there. Takam backs out and throws a left hook that misses. Then he throws a right down the pipe and it lands. Back to posturing, center ring. Jerry's pouring that jab out there, then trying to jab with the right hand, with his left hand again, while his right hand's down. Takam throws a big right hook but misses. Jerry ducks under it, and Jerry just ties him up. Couple of jabs from Takam, they both land. Now Jerry gets his hand up. Oh, good right down the pipe from Takam. And a left straight down the pipe from Jerry, and it lands. And then a jab from Jerry. Then they get tied up in the center ring again. Ref breaks him up. Lead right hand from Takam. Misses over the top of Jerry's head, and they get tied up. Broken up again. Now Takam throws a lead right hand to the body as Jerry was lying down. As Jerry was bending down, and they're working inside. Jerry's actually throwing a couple of left hooks while inside before the ref breaks him up. Jab from Takam as he steps around to his left. Posturing center ring. Takam throws a right to the body, then they tie up, and Takam's trying to throw uppercuts with the right hand. Jerry's not doing much, or I can't see because it's on the up far side is their open side. Ref breaks him up again. Takam keeps rubbing that eye that's cut. Left right to the body from Takam. Backs Jerry up. The eye is bothering Takam. He keeps rubbing it. Right to the body from Takam, then a left hook, and Jerry comes back with the left straight down the pipe. Now they're working inside. Jerry's throwing the left hand hooks. Takam throws a right uppercut. Didn't work. Then they back out. Takam throws a right uppercut and a left hook, and that's the end of the round. I think that's actually a Forrest round. He stepped it up a bit in that, and he landed a few punches. So I'm going to give that one to Jerry Forrest. I hope it's not just sympathy I've given it to him for. But it looks like he's finally trying to step it up a little bit. So Jerry's coach is saying power shots every round from here on in. Seconds out. Round 8 begins. Both are looking a little bit tired. Takam's trying to look like he's up on his toes, but you can tell by his punches he's getting slower. But Jerry looks more tired. Jab from Jerry. Jab to the body. Takam tries to lunge in, but Jerry's out of there. Ooh, good lead left hand from Jerry Forrest. Takam's moving around, trying to keep distance all of a sudden for some reason. Posturing. Just tapping jab hands. Jerry throws a lead left hand, then a right hook. Right hook lands. Takam lunges in with a punch that doesn't really land, and they tie up. Ref breaks him up. Lead right hand from Takam lands sort of, and they get tied up inside. Both trying to throw power hand hooks. Ref breaks him up. Jerry lunges in with a jab, and they get tied up again. No one's really doing anything inside right now. Takam tries the left right to the body. Jerry's not letting go. Jerry's throwing some left uppercuts in there. Then they back out. Nobody throws on the way out. Couple of jabs from Takam. Then he throws a right to the body. Tries to throw a right uppercut, but it's blocked, and they're tied up inside again. Jerry throws an uppercut, a left uppercut. Then the ref breaks him up. Takam comes in with a right hook. Then another right hook and a left hand. Now they're tied up inside again. Jerry's trying to throw left uppercuts inside. Takam's holding on. Broken up by the ref again. Jerry's throwing a couple of left hooks here that are landing. They're locked up inside again. Jerry's actually moving his hands a bit more inside now. Takam tries a right hook. And they're still working inside, trying to get their hands free so they can throw punches, but the ref breaks them up. Takam lunges in with a left right, and they get tied up again. This is not pretty, man. Jerry's trying to throw a right hook before the ref breaks him up. I think that cut eye is giving Takam some real trouble. Jerry keeps landing the left hook, and he's a left-handed fighter, and he keeps landing it again. I don't think Takam can see it. And he lands it again. Straight down the pipe. The second one. Oh, Takam comes in with a right hand that lands on Forrest, but it doesn't phase him. Takam throws a jab and a right hand down the pipe. Backs Jerry up momentarily. Jerry throws a big lead left that didn't land. And Takam throws a right. But Takam can't see that left hook that Jerry landed multiple lefts on that round. I think that's a Jerry Forrest round. This could get interesting. I think he left it a round too late though. Let Takam get the first 6. He has to get a knockdown to win now. They're showing a picture of fighters and they're talking about if you see cheekbones, that's a fighter in shape. If you don't see cheekbones, it's a fighter not in shape. What a load of shit. Right, seconds out. 2 rounds to go, y'all. Ding ding. Round 9 underway. Both looking a bit tired here. Jerry's hand's still down around his waist. Takam's... Oh! Left jab, right hand by Takam lands. Doesn't phase Jerry. Keeps coming forward. Jerry lands a left hand. Then they get tied up. They're trying to work inside. And the ref breaks them up. Jab from Takam. Another jab from Takam. Left hand down the pipe from Forrest. Then a right down the pipe from Takam. And they're tied up inside. Takam tries a big right hook and misses. Then throws a jab and lands. Jab from Takam. Forrest trying to walk Takam down. Takam throws a big wide right hook that's blocked by Jerry, and Jerry moves around, chases him again. Takam tries that right hand again. It's not working for him at the moment. I don't think he can see. Left lands from Forrest, and he's tied up inside. Ref breaks him up. Another jab, left hand from Forrest. He's landing with that left hand, man. He's through it, and they're tied up in the center ring again. Takam tries a big left hook and misses, then a big right hook and misses. Same from Forrest. Right hand, then left hook and misses as well. Both posturing at the moment. Takam bouncing on his toes, trying to make it look like he's not tired. But I think he's actually starting to tire. Tries to throw a right hand to the body. He's keeping his distance now. He wants to keep away from that left hand. He can't see out of his right eye. Tied up inside. Ref breaks him up. Takam tries to throw a right to the body, then ducks away. Throws a right down the pipe and it lands. Tries a left hook and it misses over Forrest's head. Jerry comes back with a left hook and it lands. He keeps rubbing that eye. Can't see shit. Tries to throw a right hand. He gets tied up inside again. Forrest is trying to get his arms free, but Takam's holding on. Jerry throws a left hand, misses. Takam throws a right, and it lands. Oh, big left from Jerry. Just grazes Takam as he tries to back away. Jab from Takam. Jab from Takam. Right to the body from Takam, and they're tied up. Throw those hands, Jerry. Come on. Takam feints to throw a right hand, then goes for a cuddle. 10 seconds to go. Couple of left hands from Jerry. Lands one of them, lands two of them. Takam tries to come back with a right uppercut. And that's the end of the round. That's another Forrest round, man. One round to go. Need a knockout, Jerry. Need a knockout or you lost. Mind you, I did hear one of the commentators say they gave round 6 to Jerry Forrest as well. So if that's the case, we could end up with a freaking draw. So the Jerry Forrest coach is saying lead left hand, right hook, you'll catch him. Could be right if he hits it on that cut on the right eye and then a left hook, right hook. He'd be worried about his eye. Takam tries to throw it. There we go. They're both trying to throw. They both landed a couple of shots there within an exchange. Not really any coordination to it. It's just left, right, or right, left from Jerry. Takam's pouring out the jab, trying to keep the distance. Forrest lunges in with a left, then a right, then a left. Nothing lands substantially. Couple of little jabs from Takam, another little jab from Takam. Jerry's just drawing. He throws a lead left hook and it lands on Takam. Lead straight. He tries to throw a right left on Takam and they get tied up inside. Ref breaks him up. Big wide left hand from Jerry. It lands again. Takam tries to throw a left-right. As he lunges in, they get tied up. Both trying to throw the uppercuts inside. The ref breaks them up. Takam throws the left-right, and they get tied up again. Takam tries to throw a big right hook, and Jerry ducks under it. Right-left from Jerry lands. Takam throws a jab, then Jerry comes with a left-right again. Right-left. He keeps trying to throw the 1-2, southpaw. Takam throws the 1-2. It lands. There's nothing on the punches from Takam anymore though. Jerry's trying to walk forward and catch him with that big left hand. But he's not throwing it. He's walking him into the corner, cut off the ring. But they're not throwing anything. He's back Carlos into the corner. Carlos throws a big right hand and it doesn't really land and they get tied up. Not much happening in this round. Throws a big right lead against Takam. They're tied up inside. Jerry's looking at the ref. Like he's wanting Takam not to lead with his head. Jab from Takam and he moves away. And another one. Moves around to his left. Left right from Takam. Jerry tries to counter. And they're tied up against the ropes. Ref breaks them up. Lead right hand from Takam and they get tied up again as Jerry ducks under the right hand. And they keep getting tied up. As soon as someone throws a punch, they're leaning on each other here. They're tired. Takam tries to lead with a right uppercut and gets tied up again. And they're backing out, trying to throw an exchange. Jerry lands a good left hand. Good left hand, and Takam's backing up in a hurry, and he lands another big left hand. And another left hand. Well, Takam's up against the ropes. 10 seconds to go in the fight. Big right hand from Takam. It landed. Jerry's trying to throw. Takam's holding his head down. That'll be the end of the fight. That's it. I think that's still a Jerry Forrest round. But I think that is 96-94 to Takam. I got Takam on points. Left it one round too late for me, Jerry. But he looked lethargic and slow in this fight, did Jerry, for me. I've seen him look better than that. Oh, yeah. So, showing some replays. Takam landed some good right hands. Oh, and a good left hook there. One of the replays from Takam. Okay, the cut on Takam was definitely caused by head clash. So it looks like I'm going to get my prediction right. I think it's Takam. Unanimous decision. Especially being the top ranked fighter and Jerry Forrest not being a top ranked fighter. You can tell by the replays they're showing all the punches that Takam landed. They're not showing squat of what Jerry landed. Is that bias or what? I think Jerry would have had to win 7 rounds to win this fight anyway. Show some punch stats. Yeah, credit to Takam. He did come to fight, but both guys looked rather sloppy in my opinion. Okay, looking at the commentators' card, first 5 to Takam, the next 4 to Jerry, and the last to Takam was 96-94. And that's what I had, 96-94. Here comes the cards. Judges' scorecards. Official decision. 96-94. 98-92. 97-93. Unanimous decision. Carlos Takam. 98-92. That motherfucker's been paid. That's bullshit. I don't think it was that wide. 97, 93 maybe. 96, 94 I think's bang on. Just my opinion. So, turn this broadcast off. Have a quick chat in this. Quick look at the chat here. And we'll shut this mofo down. Great fight. Good decision. Yeah, I think it was the right man won. 98 and 92, yeah, that's fucking bullshit. No way, it was more competitive than that. It is what it is though. The right man won. So, it's all good. Hrgovic versus Takam. No, Hrgovic will cream him, mate. Hrgovic will fucking waste him, our dog. He's 6'6", remember? Takam being that sloppy and starting to get tired against a guy who ain't throwing a hell of a lot of punches. Hrgovic could cream the shit out of Takam at the moment. That's just my opinion though too. Some close rounds in there, yeah. I agree. Fuck, I thought that was real sloppy from both guys though. Real sloppy. Sharp should not be anywhere, that description should not be anywhere near these guys at the moment. That's why you want to see it. You want to see Takam get murdered. That's not nice, L-Dog. I think if you want to see Hrgovic fighting a little dude, I think Rivas is a better choice. I think Hrgovic could still beat him, but I think it's a much better fight. There's a lot more dog in Rivas at the moment, and he's got a lot more power than Takam too. I think if he can get inside on Hrgovic, there could be some issues, but yeah. Would love Carlos to get one final payday. He's got to be worthy of it. I don't want to see him in there against somebody who's going to beat the living shit out of him. He's been in enough wars as it is. Yeah, I like to see him in competitive fights. I think Rivas would beat Takam. I'm actually quite glad after seeing that Rivas needed surgery on his elbow, because I think Rivas would have put him to sleep. Looking like that, man. Who's a good fight that I think would be good for Takam right now? Looking like that. For a Jugba. I think that's a good test for a Jugba, and I think Takam's, he's not as sharp as he used to be. So I think it'll work. Yeah, Takam does look worn. Like I was saying, he's been in some wars, man. He's been in some real wars, so he's at the dusk of his career. He just better be careful who he picks as opponent. I don't want to see him in there with Rivas after seeing that. I think even Kuzman, Kuzman would beat Takam, I think. And Kuzman ain't that great, but Bakoli versus Kuzman, I think, is a good fight. I'm looking forward to that one, man. I've got Bakoli winning on points. Nah, man, there ain't many people who are gonna stop Kuzman. He's got a rock hard chin. He's a lazy fat shit. If he put more effort in training and slimmed down properly, so he could move a bit better, then he would be a better fighter. But he's one of those guys who has real problems with movers. Look what Michael Hunter did to him, and that's because he's a lazy fat shit. Takam v Huck. Yeah, that's an okay fight. That's an okay fight, for sure. Fujimoto. Fujimoto, fuck. Get the fuck out of here, our dog. Takam v Brown might be okay. else we got here? Takam v Lovejoy. That could be interesting. Lovejoy hasn't fought anybody to gauge him off yet. He keeps fighting these dudes down in Mexico because nobody wants to fight a guy who's got an O with so many fights. But the reality of it is Christopher Lovejoy's fought absolutely nobody. We could at least gauge him off Takam. I think he might actually beat Takam, but I can't really comment too much on it because there's, like I say, there's no gauge. We got nothing. Lovejoy hasn't fought anybody. Yeah, he did stop Joyce in the amateur in the first round for sure, but if you notice, he was a lot slimmer then, wasn't he? He's a lot more better condition as well, so and the fact that Joyce doesn't move that well. Even though he's very good at capoeira, he doesn't move very well. So, you know, guys who can move can box Kuzman's head off. That ain't going to be Bacoli though. They're going to stand in the middle of the ring and bash each other's heads in. It's going to be some entertainment, that's for sure. Lovejoy just pulled out of his fight. Who was he supposed to be fighting? Yeah, Lovejoy's crying out for some publicity. He wants to get on TV so he can get his name out there. He's been calling out everybody. He's been talking to every promoter on the planet. Half the problem is he's his own promoter. He's his own manager. And it's really hard to get a decent fight when you're not pissing in someone else's pocket, if you know what I mean. You take it easy, Adam. Nobody in Mexico. Again, yeah. He expects to get credit for fighting nobodies. And, you know, he's going to have to sign maybe a short-term deal with a decent promoter to be able to get a decent fight. Otherwise, he's going to end up as an opponent against somebody that's way overmatched for him, and he's going to be bashed over, and everyone's going to say he was a hype job. Or, you know, his record's just full of powder puffs. He thinks he's smart being his own promoter and manager, but that only works if you've already got a name, really. If you're trying to get a decent fight, you need to sign at least a short-term deal with a promoter to be able to get those fights. Otherwise, they're not going to touch you. You could be 50-0 with all powder puffs on your record, and no promoter who's got good fighters on their books is going to give a shit about you. You're still nothing. Until they've got their thumb in your pocket, they're not going to do shit for you. But I think I'll close that down. So, interesting fight. Was competitive. I got my pick right. Hope y'all did the same. And I shall catch y'all next time. Peace out, y'all. So that's it for today. Appreciate y'all coming and checking out the Big Boys Boxing content. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Also, if you want to get more involved, you can go to the Big Boys Boxing channel page, and over here on the top right there's this Discord icon here. If you click on that, it will take you to the Big Boys Boxing Discord server. This is it here, and these are the text channels here. The info is all about the channel and how to get involved. General chat, we all just talk about boxing. Any subject, everybody's welcome. Live fight links, I drop links here that will take you to live fight events. I generally drop the link here 24 hours before the fight. So if you don't have a broadcast, you can come here and find a way to watch it. Also, fights that I do record, I will be posting here. I've got a couple here already, as you can see. And down here, the voice channels, live panel. If you'd like to get involved with the live YouTube streams, the panel is on here. Once you get here, you just click on live panel, and as you can see, you're in. If you'd like to mute at any point, there's a little mic icon here. Click on that and you are muted. And if you'd like to leave the call, this is your hang up button. Simple as. And down here, this is anytime chat. It's another voice channel. You can get on here and talk with anybody who's in there about whatever you want to talk about. It's free for all. So get involved. I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing, and I will catch you next time. See you!